Hello, welcome back to Bradow's Blockbusters. I'm Michael Bradow.
I'm Jeremy Ellis.
And this is our review of the 2006 romantic comedy, Another Gay Movie. It's an hour and 32 minutes long, not rated. Directed by Todd Stevens, written by Todd Stevens and Tim Kaltenecker. It's available on Vudu and Apple TV. As usual, I have these scores from Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, and Metacritic. The Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter score is a 50%. The user score is 61. IMDb gives it a 5, and Metacritic is a 37. So, fairly low reviews.
Audience just seemed to like it.
For some fucking reason. It had a budget of $500,000, and it earned $745,327 worldwide, making it a success, technically.
Sort of, I guess.
Yeah. Going by definition, they broke even and they made a profit, so I consider that a success.
Yo, I wonder why it didn't make $1 million.
Oh, I can tell you why.
Oh, why?
Because people don't like the gays.
I mean, if that's the case, then I guess that's why I didn't make $1 million. Does the plot sound gay to you?
I need to pull that up. I didn't even think to do that preemptively. I am not myself today. So, let me read the plot for you. Andy, Michael Carbonaro, Jared, Jonathan Chase, Nico, Jonah Blackman, and Griff, Mitch Morris, are gay teens and recent high school graduates. The four friends are also virgins, and they make a pact to lose their innocence before they leave for college in the fall.
Oh, wow. It would sound exciting, except there's already something like this. And better.
Which is?
And funnier.
Which is?
American Pie. Which is literally the same fucking thing.
Except straight?
Yeah, American Pie. That's not the problem with it.
No, I know it's not the problem.
To that, but that's not...
No, I'm just asking a clarification.
Yeah, it's American Pie, and yeah, they're straight. They're just trying to get laid with girls.
Yeah. So, what's it called? Do you want to have?
Well, since this is a very unwell-known movie, there's not many facts.
Right.
Like, it was only shot in 16 days.
Which is impressive.
I can believe that.
That's impressive. To get a movie shot in, 2 weeks.
You ever met Roger Corman? Or know him? You know him? Roger
I've heard the name, but...
2 days, baby.
For what movie?
The Terror.
Which is...
Boris Karloff, Jack Nicholson.
Oh. Okay.
2 days.
How long's the movie?
An hour and something minutes. I haven't seen it in a while, but I know it's short. No, I'll check it up really quick. And it's only an hour and 23 minutes.
Oh, well.
That's regular movie time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely impressive.
Yeah, I can also see on the screen that you could tell it's rushed, or felt a little rushed, but director Todd Stevens said in the DVD commentary that he used Kodak film up until the point where the boys lose their virginity, which is after he started using Fuji film to portray a rush into reality. I don't know what that's talking about, but okay.
Me neither.
I don't know. And then in one scene, Nico's mother shows him a video where he, as a child, does an impersonation of actress Karen Black in Airport in 1975, which that movie was also not very good compared to the first Airport. Did I say Airplane 1975 or Airport 1975?
Airplane, you said?
Oh, I meant Airport 1975.
which came out in 1974. That's funny.
Yeah. And then Karen Black appeared in Todd Stevens' previous film, Gypsy 83. And yeah, that's the facts. There's nothing else.
Fair enough. So I guess we can move straight on to cast, right?
Yeah, it's our boys.
Yeah. So let's start with our main guy. A pretty well-known name.
He is.
Yeah. Not in a lot of stuff, but I've definitely heard the name before.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Michael
him.
Michael Carbonara.
The Carbonaro effect.
Yep.
I knew he looked so familiar too. I was well, for movies, really nothing except this. But TV shows, yeah.
Was it the Waverly Place?
I totally forgot he had his own show. Show. Yeah. I totally forgot about that.
Wizards of Waverly Place. He was on God Bless America, 2011.
He was on iCarly.
He was?
Yeah, he was on I Find Spencer Friends.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in an iCarly episode.
He was in something called Armageddon for Andy.
I don't know, but I have a feeling this is the farthest we're going to go with an actor here.
Probably.
I knew his freaking face looked familiar. I swear, like, in true TV, it's either Impractical Jokers or the Carbonaro effect.
He's a magician.
Yes, he is.
Makes sense. He did make those carrots and shit disappear.
Yeah. Right.
So I guess we can move right on to our next guy. What do you say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Jonah Blechman. However the fuck you pronounce it. However you do. He was also in the sequel, which, of course.
Well, he kind of was the only guy, I think, who returned in the sequel as I'm looking this up. He's the only one who did return for it.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know him anything else.
Me neither.
Just looking at this.
But I'm gonna say some names anyway.
Go ahead.
Fall Time, Flytrap, Empty Cradle, Treasure Island, 1999. Swan Song, which is supposed to come out this year, I think. Spent from 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not a lot, but that's besides the point. So I guess next up would be Jared, played by Jonathan Chase.
Well, cut that to Michael Carbonaro, because this guy's got some more recognizable ones, like The Ginger Dead Man, and superhero movie, A Medea Christmas. And also shows he was on Victorious, Shameless, Shake It Up, Raven's Home.
He was on Shameless?
Yeah. Henry Danger, Modern Family, Danger Force, recently. So yeah.
911 Lone Star.
So yeah, never mind, he's the one who's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention Chemistry, How to Train Your Husband. Love Thy Neighbor, which was by Tyler Perry. Yeah, so quite a few shit.
Yeah.
Quite a few things.
The James that's his fictional name. The James Manslow lookalike for you, at least.
I'm not saying exact lookalike, but he did look familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's ironic.
Okay.
I looked him up from Shameless, to see where he appears in Shameless. So, what does he play in this movie? Can you tell me that?
He's a gay character.
Yeah. So, what does he play in Shameless?
I don't know.
A homophobic priest.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's gay, or maybe he's bi, because it says here he has a wife and one kid with her.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying, it's ironic that he went from playing a gay like a gay teen to someone against the gays.
Yeah.
Right. But that's acting. So.
Yeah, it is.
And then lastly is Griff, played by Mitch Morris, which I'm really only seeing other people, and Honor, Queer as Folk, which was mentioned in the movie.
Oh.
Queer as Folk.
Well, I got nothing for him. Just really, it's either Michael Carbonara or Jonathan Chase.
Yeah.
The recognizable ones. Well,
when I looked up all of them on Google, none of them had this under their movies.
Oh, another gay movie?
Yeah.
Well, does that prove anything?
It just proves that it's a not well-known movie, and it's a bad one at that. So, did Todd Stevens only also do?
No, he made other movies. I just didn't care to put them on.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, did he really only do these 2 movies?
No. But yeah, that's our main actors.
Yeah. Indeed.
You want to go on to grading?
Yeah, why not? So, as we usually do, let's start with the acting. What do you think of the acting?
I don't know. Because I don't know if... I know definitely that, obviously, that they're playing gay characters. And some of them...
Well, Michael Carbonara is gay.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. That I don't know if they're acting or they're kind of just being themselves. And I don't want to say they did bad performances, but I didn't think some of them were very funny.
Right.
Because this is also going to clash in with the screenplay also. Because some of the jokes in the movie are very aimed for
Gay people?
Yeah, and I don't want to say that they did a bad job, and I don't think they did, but I don't think they did a good enough job, so I'm just really in the middle here, because, you know, you could either act gay, but if you are gay, you could just not act, just be yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm just confused here. Maybe you will have a different subject, because, I mean, you're bi, but, I don't know, maybe you have a different view of this, but for me, it's a C. The acting didn't really do anything for me.
I know that you're expecting me to have a differing opinion because I have a differing perspective.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the acting is plain, to put it simply. It's extremely plain. So I can't. It's a C. I can't say anything. You know, regardless of whether it's good representation or any shit like that. It's just the acting's mediocre.
That sounds more like mediocre. Well, okay means that it's not bad, but it's not good. Mediocre, I feel like mediocre is not very good, which it's leaning more towards bad. That's kind of how I feel the word mediocre is.
The thing about mediocre is it starts with meaty, which is the same as like medium.
So like half.
Yeah. That's the way I look at it.
And then what's ochre?
They have layers.
But more towards the bottom, like bad.
Ogres. I like them.
Whatever. Acting's a C. It was alright.
Yeah.
I don't really think I'm gonna remember them.
Yeah. No, I watched this movie a couple years ago, and then completely forgot about it. And then we were talking about doing movies on the podcast, and I was like, you know what, I remember that title. And boy, oh boy, do I regret that decision. Because it wasn't until I was doing the thumbnails that I remembered anything about the movie.
Yeah.
But by that point, it was too late.
I could definitely understand why it's well known now. But whatever. But how about cinematography? What'd you think of that?
Cinematography. What to say about the cinematography? I think it's pretty plain cinematography, for the most part. A lot of dick and ass shots.
Mm-hmm.
Which is nothing spectacular.
For porn, it might.
Yeah, no, for porn it might be, but this isn't porn. It's a.
I'm surprised this isn't
classified as it.
Yeah, honestly, there's so many dicks in this. I figured this might as well just be, porno instead of an actual comedy.
Right. Yeah.
Let alone romantic. I didn't feel any romance, but we're not in the right. This isn't cinematography. No.
This isn't screenplay.
That should be for screenplay. This is cinematography. Go ahead.
What's it called? Yeah, cinematography. It's pretty plain, minus the interesting shots. Interesting's a weird word to use, but the interesting shots for all the close-ups on the dicks and the asses and shit.
Yeah.
Overall, it's pretty mediocre. Which, yeah, I know we have differing opinions on that word, but I don't know. I'm going with a C.
A C on cinematography.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I recently just said usually cinematography cannot go any lower than a C unless it's bad. And yes, this was plain, but oh boy.
You saw a lot more penises than you wanted to.
Not even that's the complaint. Well, I mean, that can be a complaint, but that's not the complaint I'm using. There were some scenes where not even the camera, the lighting was fucking awful.
Oh, yeah.
So awful. The scene where they're outside of the school, it's during the beginning of the movie, and I could use you could tell that when that scene where he's with the friend, they're all together, but he talked to the teacher, where the teacher's like, he looks like he's in a freaking park with trees, grass around him, students behind him, and then it's just at a school with no life of nature at all.
Well, I mean,
so
that's how schools can be sometimes.
I know, but that's not the point. The point is, they don't even look like they're talking to each other. I doubt it. I very much doubt they were even in the same location. Very much doubt that. And I really thought cinematography cannot get any lower than a C, but this movie really proved it today that it can. And
so what is it?
It's oh man. It's a D. It's a D for me.
Do you like all the
kind of close to
dicks?
giving it. Yeah, sure. But I'm kind of close to giving it to an F, because I can't really blame it either, because the budget is only $500K. I'm pretty sure that with a budget like that, you can't really go big.
Yeah,
but
you have to go home.
Also, this looks like a fucking college film.
Oh, yeah.
For your final project, you gotta hand in your little short film, and this honestly looks like this was made in college. And it really shows. Yeah, I really never thought I'd find bad cinematography, but here it is. Wow.
Wow. That's weird to hear you rank cinematography lower than a C.
I know, because it's true though.
No, I completely agree with everything you're saying.
Even terrible films we've done, like 14 cameras. That cinematography wasn't even bad.
And it had interesting shots because it used security cameras.
That's different. Also, that's hard. And then this is comedy. This is probably the least best cinematography you're ever gonna get.
Yeah.
Because comedies don't usually aren't that great. But wow, its low budget was so obvious. So obvious.
You know what genre uses a lot of cinematography? Action.
I just thought about that too. I'll talk to you when we're done with this. I want to mention something to you about that.
Fair.
But yeah, cinematography's a D for me. How about the screenplay, dude?
Oh yeah, screenplay.
Screenplay?
Let's talk about the screenplay. What the fuck? What is there to say about this screenplay? It's
gay.
It's very gay, and it's pretty.
And that's not even the problem.
No, it's pretty offensive, to be completely honest. It plays into a lot of stereotypes. Which
the freaking title itself is a stereotype.
Well, yeah, no, I
that, like the word movie, like, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like scary movie parodies horror.
Mm-hmm.
Not another teen movie parodies high school comedies.
Yeah.
What is this parodying? We know what it's parodying.
Gay movies.
How many? Not even that. Just this one particular movie that I keep mentioning again and again and again.
American Pie.
Yes. But back to what you were saying about it being offensive.
Yeah, no, it's pretty offensive in the grand scheme of things. Granted, it was made in a different time politically, or socially, whatever you want to call it, socio-political climate, right? But so the use of stuff like fag and dyke, which even saying them now I feel weird. Granted, I as a member of the community, I reclaimed fag for myself, so I'm okay with that one. But I can't really say dyke. That's more a lesbian offense term, like a slur. But use of those, the overly weird and like serious German guy. There's the gay guys will do anything and everything. They're obsessed with straight guys. They want to turn straight guys gay. The you know, the fucking gerbil.
Oh yeah.
The fucking gerbil. It's full of shit like that. Then the Asian cheerleader.
Yeah. Another stereotype.
Yeah. So it was full of shit like that. And
yeah, and I noticed you seem to be enjoying it more than me. I definitely know you had more laughs than me, for sure.
Well, yeah, because I was looking at like little details, stuff that I could try and find funny. Like I liked the joke where the priest and the Boy Scout were in the
right.
bathroom together.
I feel like that could have been funny. Like I said it in the commentary.
Yeah.
That could have been funny in another movie.
In a different
where
movie.
Where the gay are not. They're already stretched out in this movie so damn much that we're like, I'm already used to that, gay joke. If it was in another, straight movie, then that would have been funny, even though it's also offensive, but it would have gotten a laugh.
It's not even that.
It's already worn out by the time that it went to that joke.
It's not even the fact that it was a gay joke, because it's really not.
It's also kind of serious where priests are actual fucking predators in real life.
Exactly.
For children.
So
that too.
The funny part is the fact that it's so realistic. Yeah. In that sense.
And offensive, of course. We're not. What's the word for we don't care? Because easy offensive people. Is there a word for that? We're not easily offended.
Snowflakes?
Yeah, they're easily offended, but we're not. Is there a word for us? We're not easily offended. That's what it is.
We're just not snowflakes.
Okay. So, it's a serious, fucked up thing, but like I said, we're not easily offended. We would laugh at that.
Sometimes all you can do is laugh.
Yeah, but just here, it's already tired. I'm tired of those jokes in this movie.
I was looking for small details to try and appreciate, because I knew that in the grand scheme of the film, I wasn't going to enjoy it much. So I was looking for smaller details to appreciate, and I was noticing like little things here and there, which is why I was laughing. But the fucking hell, this movie. Regardless, I suppose I should actually give my grade for the screenplay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. I'm going with a solid D.
Solid D.
Yeah.
While everything else was okay for you, everything else was okay, just not the story itself.
It was lazy. It was offensive. It was kind of boring. There were a few good jokes here and there, but very few and far between.
I'll get to that when I complain.
Well, yeah, no, I know.
I'll get to that.
But we have differing sense of humor. It's pretty similar, but
not exactly.
Exactly.
But
that's the point.
So anyway, you're a D.
Yeah.
For screenplay.
Just go.
Well, again, like screenplay. Excuse me. Exactly like cinematography, I am so close to giving it an F. But I will give it just a tiny bit credit. I chuckled at maybe 3 or 4 times, at least.
Mm-hmm.
If it was nothing at all, then it's a big fat F. Like, fuck, you failed. But I give it at least a little bit. It made me chuckle a few times. But, and I already said it. It's basically American Pie if it was just gay. If the 4 main boys were gay.
And worse.
No, not even that. It's also the jokes you mentioned. You thought the jokes were funny. And then, yeah, I think most of the jokes that you would think would be funny, which they are, but not in this movie.
Yeah.
They took the same jokes for American Pie.
Like fucking the quiche instead of the apple pie.
It's funnier because it's a quiche. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
It's the same fucking joke.
Because he was like, "Have you ever fingered a guy before?" Yeah, it feels like a quiche. And then his mom makes a quiche. It's the same. I've never seen American Pie, but I know the context of the scene. Because he's like, I was told that pussy feels like a warm apple pie, so I'm gonna fuck this apple pie.
The story is also the same thing. Again, they're just gay. There's nothing different. They still have to lose their virginity by, American Pie, they have to lose their virginity before they graduate high school. This one, they gotta finish the end of summer before they go off to college.
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing though. They all gotta lose it.
Yeah.
It's just, this is not, even when they have their own jokes, like, where's one joke? No, when he's masturbating in bed, that's the same thing as American Pie.
Except I'm sure in American Pie he didn't have an assortment of items.
I'm trying to think of an original joke from this movie. Can you even help me with that? Because all the jokes I'm thinking of are the ones from American Pie. The ones they stole from American Pie. I'm sorry. Can you name me an original joke?
I've never seen American Pie, so this is a little more difficult for me.
Or just name some, maybe.
The thing with the douche.
The douche?
Where Nico goes to fuck the porn star, but he shits himself.
American Pie had a toilet joke like that. Except, one of the characters from American Pie put something in another character's drink, and it made him shit.
Ah.
Okay, that's a little different. But in the same way, the joke is he's shitting his brains out. That's the same thing. No.
No, I'm just trying to think because I've never seen American Pie. I don't know.
No, it's alright.
You know,
but yeah, it's just the jokes are not that original, and that's what makes them not that funny. And then again, laughed a few times. I don't even remember what.
Me neither.
But it sucks. The story here sucks, and it's not original at all. It wasn't funny, and yeah, going back to you, it was a little offensive at times, but I can't really say that because, I mean, I can, but I can't because I'm not gay. I'm straight, so I can't even argue that. Like, for you guys, it's offensive. Where me, I think I would laugh at it, but it's just so tired and stretched out in this movie. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, no, go away. God, so close to an F, but yeah, it's a D. This story, it sucked.
Definitely.
Oh, by the way, American Pie's good.
Oh yeah,
it's a good movie.
I've heard
good sex comedy.
I've heard good things about American Pie. I've just never seen it.
You know what sucks though? You know what's weird though? This audience score for this movie is the same score for critics for American Pie, 61. Not that far off, but hey, it's got a tomato. It doesn't have a rotten.
Yeah.
But why are we talking about Rotten Tomatoes? Who cares? But I thought American Pie was a good movie, and I think even the sequels are good. But this is probably the worst parody of it. I think Scary Movie even had one parody scene of American Pie, and that's when two characters are having sex in bed.
And one of them turns into a pie.
No. Well,
no, but
I don't know. I don't even want to describe that scene because that's another scene where it's like, it's kind of disgusting. But Scary Movie is another one where I don't want to say that's a good one, but that's another good example of parody.
Yeah.
But it's an okay overall.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that movie had one scene of parodying American Pie, and that was better than this whole fucking movie. I'm so sorry.
Why are you sorry? I'm also sorry, bro.
I just didn't really think this movie's funny at all. Unoriginal. And that's really all I can say. It's unoriginal.
It was not great.
Oh, believe that. It's not great. And don't even get me started on, I guess I'll just transition into it. The special effects. That's the only F I'm giving here. But we're not going to count it because it's not a big part of the movie, so I can't count it. But if I did, total F. But the practicals, I'll admit, weren't that bad, actually. You know, with the tongue at the end, which is funny.
Yeah.
And the mouth. And where the character has the penis enlarger and his dick is basically...
Yeah.
I'll give that, but that's as far as I'm going to go for practical. But, computer generated, F. But at budget, $500K, you can't do much. So, again, can't blame them, but come on.
So I guess all that's left is an overall grade, right?
Yeah, so what's up?
So
what are you going to give it overall? Since where you give a CCD, CCD. And then I give it a CDD. What do you give it? Overall?
An overall grade. I'm going with... I'm trying to do a drum roll, but I'm too lazy to...
It's alright, just,
I'm going with a C-.
C-?
Yeah. It's like in the middle of Sandy.
So, but overall, I guess you think it's okay.
Yeah. You know, nothing great, but it's not the worst movie ever made.
Oh. No, but damn. Just, it could have been so close to that, though. It really could have been close.
Yeah.
John, imagine the fucking sequel. Oh, boy. Anyway, but yeah, my overall, it's, well, the things we saw in the movie. D. A lot of D's.
Fair.
God, you know, even the overall grade, I'm so close to giving it an F. It was just
not good.
Yeah, it wasn't that funny to me. And God, Emoji Movie was terrible. 14 Camera was terrible. I guess this made me laugh, you know, a few more than them. But even though it's not saying much, it's just a bad movie. It's bad. And I'm surprised it even has that Rotten Tomato score. 50's not even that bad, but God.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised it has that. But, yeah, bad movie.
Definitely. I guess that's the end, right? Because I don't have anything else to say.
No. It's just bad.
I agree.
You said it was okay.
Shut up. You also said it was okay.
I told you after. I don't know yet. I'm so confused.
Regardless.
Then my final decision. It's bad. So, boom.
You know, I don't have anything else to say, really. It's just,
It's really gay.
Indeed. But thank you for joining us for this review. Make sure to like if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like more. We upload new reviews every Monday, new commentary tests every Friday. Comment your own opinions in the comments. We like to read them. And, yeah, until next time.
Yeah. Till next time. Peace.